Hello, and welcome to City View, a show about what's going on in the City of Salina government. In this episode, we'll take a look at a preview of the 2024 Smoky Hill River Festival. We'll also let you know about how to register for Parks and Recreation summer activities and tell you about the new exhibit at the Smoky Hill Museum. But first, here's a quick recap of the actions taken by the City Commission at their April 22nd meeting. Commissioners held a study session to discuss alternative approaches to proclamations at commission meetings. Consensus was reached to have staff draft a proposal to facilitate a designated time for individuals and groups to issue their own proclamations. After public hearings, the City Commission approved levying special assessments for Lakeview Estates No. 2, Magnolia Hills Estates No. 2 Phase 2, and the Wheatland Valley Edition, approved vacation of a utility easement in the block bordered by Pine Street, North Street, 5th Street, and Santa Fe Avenue, and approved vacation of a utility easement in the Brock Edition near Ohio Street and Albert Avenue. After approving the consent agenda, Commissioners approved agreements for purchases of vehicles and equipment and approved a grant agreement with the U.S. Department of Transportation for replacement of bridges in Salina. The Commission also approved a contribution to help start a behavioral health court in partnership with the District Court and approved a letter of support for the Salina Housing Authority's application for low-income housing tax credits, as well as waiving of building permit fees for a multifamily housing project at 721 West Cloud Street. In development business, the City Commission accepted the Planning Commission's reconsidered approval of a conditional use permit for a vape shop at 2018 South 9th Street and approved a property tax rebate for the redevelopment of the Pioneer President's Place apartment complex. After an executive session, the City Commission approved extending the time needed for an environmental assessment of land to be purchased between 3rd Street, 4th Street, Ash Street, and Elm Street. The next meeting of the City Commission will take place on Monday, May 13th at 4 p.m. in Room 107 of the City County Building. The meeting agenda will be available on Friday, May 10th on the city's website, salina-ks.gov. Salina City Commission meetings are available to view on Salina TV, Cox Cable Channel 20, as well as on the city's Facebook page and YouTube page. For Channel 20 schedule information, please visit salina-tv.com. The 48th Smoky Hill River Festival will take place June 13th through 16th in Oakdale Park, and as usual, there's art, food, and entertainment for everyone. But there's also always something new at each festival. Salina Arts and Humanities recently held a press conference to give details on this year's festival. Here are some highlights from the event.
The Friday night headliner will be Monophonics, based out of San Francisco, California. Their signature style is a mix of heavy soul and warm textures of psychedelic rock. Saturday night headliner is going to be another artist based out of Nashville, but he's originally from Del Rio, Texas, named William Beckman. Beckman is an artist that was raised on classic country, but he also heard a lot of mariachi and norteño music from the northern Mexico area. The closing act on Sunday is going to be Papa Green Shoes, and this band is a high-energy 4-piece band based out of Springfield, Missouri. Their music is rooted in modern blues with touches of soul, funk, and rock.
Of course, we have a ton of artists every year on both east and west sides of the park, kind of flanking stage 2. So we have over 125 visual artists this year. And as a reminder, it's just a unique time of year to go and get something that's really special, unique, and handmade, and a great way to connect with those artists and kind of talk about their process. So this art machine is going to feature artists who are in the festival, primarily those art installation folks who you get to see their works, but you don't get to purchase their works. So it's going to be a surprise. You won't know what you're getting, but it's going to be affordable art. So this is another way we can make art for all, and it's really accessible. So that'll be on grounds.
So Color Me Crazy is joining us also again this year, but they have designed airbrushed fast faces for us. And then under the Big Ten of Creation Crossing, where all of our creative juices flow, we are going to have 3 new craft projects. We have a beautiful butterfly. We have weaving rings that are a small scale part of the weaving experience, and visors this year. We are also expanding our Game Street area.
I'm excited about some new things that are coming in as far as the food. Just to mention a couple, we have the fruit pizza from Honey Rouge, which is fresh. I kind of have a sweet tooth, so I'm excited to try it. Also the dulce de leche churros and the churrasco fries and Brazilian bread from Brazita Bites.
We have 6 new vendors this year. one that does all German food, one that does all Brazilian food. We have, as Myra said, the fruit pizza, which I'm really excited about. We also have Mama C's meat and sweet pies. She'll have meat ham pies and peanut butter pies and different things like that. So that is going to be really fun.
Admission to the River Festival is by weekend wristband. It is $15 in advance, $20 at the gate. In advance, those wristbands are going to be available at many local locations as well as retail cities, and they will be on sale starting May 1st. You can also get a daily wristband for $10 during the festival. Those will only be sold at the gate. Children 11 and under still get in free.
Please don't take for granted the uniqueness of what this experience is, because we set a high bar in terms of service to the artists, attention to detail, the magic that happens when you cross that bridge, and the rest of the troubles of the world kind of just melt away.
For complete details about the 2024 Smoky Hill River Festival, please visit riverfestival.com. The Salina Parks and Recreation Summer Activity Guide is out. It's full of programs and activities for youth and adults to stay busy and active all summer. To download the guide and to register for activities, please visit salinaparks.com or call 785-309-5765. You can also stop by the Parks and Recreation Office, room 100 in the City County Building. The Smoky Hill Museum recently opened their new exhibit called Step Up to the Task about Salina women who pushed against the norms, paving the way for progress. Let's visit the museum for a preview of the exhibit.
We started to look at biases and how they have impacted women, especially during the middle of the 20th century. And what we found were 6 stories of some trailblazing women who helped push those boundaries and biases and excelled in male-dominated fields. These 6 women were Lieutenant Dorothea La Follette, Representative Cora Walker Shelton, Amy Rasher, Irene Nelson Carlson, Bessie Ellis Caldwell, and Mary Virginia Jenny Zook Bevan.
It's a very sort of graphically driven, dynamic space. I think it's a nice blend, sort of a little bit masculine, a little bit feminine, but it's I think it's really nice. So the pharmacy, this was all based off of Amy Rasher. Amy Rasher's pharmacy was down on Santa Fe, and we wanted to reproduce that. Really just kind of wanted to create a fun space that kids and adults could go in and have a little more hands-on experience than they can in the rest of the exhibit.
They all didn't know each other because there are different time periods, but they all relied on the help of others, whether that was through an organization like AAUW or some other organization, or just by their family or by friends helping push them to continue on with what they were doing. They didn't do it alone. They all had help along the way. I would like for people to take away that no matter who you are enough to be able to do what your dreams are. These women stepped up to the task and were able to do what they wanted to do. If they want to follow their dreams, they're going to find a way to do it.
The exhibit will be on display until October 5th. The museum is open Tuesdays through Fridays, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. For more information, please visit smokyhillmuseum.org or call 785-309-5776. Well, that'll do it for this edition of City View. For more information about any aspect of the City of Salina government, visit the city's website at salina-ks.gov. And be sure to follow us on our social media channels. We'll be back with an all-new episode of City View on Friday, May 10th. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.